Time to return to the squared circle. Get your war paint on because we're about to rumble and get ready to rumble here in the Dark Cosmic Universe. Welcoming back all my cosmic followers here in the Dark Cosmic Universe, all my cosmic families as well. My name is Avian Savage, welcoming everyone back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We talk about action figures, we talk about playsets, we talk about vehicles, we talk about Pokemon cards, we even talk about some really cool cosmic collectibles just like this, what's in front of you. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, activate that bell icon so you get notified when I upload a video, either to the YouTube Shorts, a regular video, or just informing you with some really cool photos of some really cool cosmic action figures here in the Dark Cosmic Universe. If you are new to the channel, please check out the links in the description. I have an eBay store where I sell vintage and retro t-shirts. I also sell paperback books. When I make a sale, I bring it back here to the Dark Cosmic Universe to display really cool things just like this. This definitely helps the channel. Leaving some comments always helps the channel as well. Check out the playlists. Check out the YouTube Shorts. You can remix, remaster, reinvigorate, reimagine what your Dark Cosmic Universe looks like on your socials with these really cool videos. All right, yours truly is getting very, very excited about this. Finally adding 2 more figures to the collection. Now this is probably the most accurate in scale figures that I have seen with Road Warrior Hawk, or Hawk's over here, Road Warrior Animal to the collection. Now this is a Ringside exclusive set. It's by a company called RSC Toys. Yours truly wound up getting this a couple weeks ago. I've been holding off on displaying this on the Atubosphere because other things happen to pop up, but we got it here. Anyway, the series is called Bell to Bell. I wound up finding it. Here's the card art. Very cool. So we have some cartoon drawn caricatures. Well, it's not a caricature, but we got some drawn pictures of the Road Warriors. There they are. Very, very cool. Again, this is by was it RSC Toys. It is a Ringside wrestling exclusive to the wrestlingfigures.com. Again, the series is called Bell to Bell. Very cool. All right, here is some information. If you do not know anything about the legendary team of the Road Warriors, so this definitely gives you a little bit to know about them. Pause the video when you need to read about them, or maybe you do know about them and you want to look about, or you want to read about more about them. So very, very cool. Love the card art. Oh my gosh, this is definitely amazing. Now I want to pick these up on eBay for approximately, I think it was like $40 including shipping, but I don't remember because it's been quite a while. We're going to take a look at the figures. Now these are a little bit bigger than the WWE Superstar figures. So they do come in at just under 6 inches. But again, still in great scale, even with the Masters of the Universe line or the WWE Universe line, whichever you want to call it. We're going to take a look at these figures. And again, I've got some of the Wrestling Superstar figures to display here on the Atubosphere. All right, let me just get this down to ground level. Let us check it out. Here are the figures. Very excited to have these. Now again, I did mention that years ago, yours truly was into professional wrestling. I knew very little at the time, so you just kind of sat down, you watched, you saw the heels versus the good guys, you know, better known as the baby faces, and then the pandemonium just exploded on your television screen. You became very familiar with the characters or the actors, or they were actually professional wrestlers. You learned about their mannerisms. You got to see them in the wrestling ring. You got to see what they did, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's really, really cool. All right, so we've got Hawk over here. This is really cool. These are definitely, I'm going to say, probably the most representative and very reminiscent of the, was it the AWA Remco figures? You know, they've got the 5 points of articulation. Their arms are pretty much pre-posed. They do not have a lot of articulation as opposed to the other guys over here, but they look really, really cool. Now, this, I believe, is the second set that came out. The first set, they were all in black. And if I remember correctly, this is when they were the Legion of Doom. And yes, they did come to the wrestling ring in this attire. So you got your spandex over here. You've got their symbol on their tights. And then they also have these incredible, these padded football shoulder pads. And they did have spikes on it. Again, look at the face paint. Looks really, really cool. I mean, we're talking the detail, attention to detail is just amazing. And again, even the sculpting looks pretty close to the professional wrestlers themselves. Again, 5 points of articulation. And if you, I don't have any Remco figures, but if you remember I think it was AWA Remco figures, they were like pre-posed like this. 5 points of articulation. That's all you wanted. And again, they were kind of like, their legs were just kind of like bent in that like squat pose over here. So if they were not in this pose, they would be probably a little bit taller. But again, Animal, very cool. I remember, again, he had the goatee. He had the mohawk on here. He definitely looked like a road warrior. And again, just to watch them in the wrestling ring, I never got to see them live. I only got to watch their matches. I remember when just learning about the Road Warriors, and they were in another wrestling association. I'm like, I want to watch them. Now, again, when you had cable, you only got what you got. The power of the internet today, you can watch their classic matches on YouTube and other streaming devices or other streaming platforms, which is really, really cool. All right, let's take a look at, sorry about that, the Road Warrior Hawk. Very, very cool. Again, these guys were very athletic. And yes, Hawk did have the tongue sticking out. One of their catchphrases was, "What a rush." And I remember saying that when I was at school. I'm like, "What a rush." And people were like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "The Road Warriors." That's what they say. And they're like, "You mean the movie The Road Warrior?" No, the wrestlers. They're like, okay. Now the cool thing, the padding does come off. So we get to see. Now this is very similar to the Remco bodies. They only had like the one body, and again, they were athletically cut. Here is the padding, which is really cool. Again, it does slip over the head, which is pretty awesome, but looks really, really cool. Very excited. Again, 5 points of articulation. So the arms move up. We've got a little bit of articulation in the legs, but actually it's more than 5 points because they also have a waist feature, which is really cool. So that would be 6 points of articulation. And of course, you know, the head moves also as well. And again, if you're following the channel, you know I don't like to move my characters because, why should I? You know, I'm like, I want to keep them in as best condition as possible. And these guys, oh my gosh, they look so awesome. I definitely have to get a wrestling ring. And I definitely want to get, I definitely have to get like a steel cage, because that was like the ultimate thing. Steel cage match. And, you know, you got your wrestlers that would do that. All right, so let's take a look at, so we have Sting over here. And as you can tell that the WWE Superstars line does match up with them. Now they're pretty much kind of in scale. I'm going to use that as a kind of in scale thing. We've got the Ultimate Warrior over here. Speaking, most of the characters except Andre the Giant all had the face paint, which I always thought was awesome. After a while, the wrestlers, you know, I mean, they would get sweaty and the face paint would start dripping, and while they're wrestling, the stuff would get in their eyes, and, you know, like, they get the Sting going on there. Speaking of Sting, there we go. But again, I think they look really, really cool. Now, the WWE Superstars line is definitely more articulated. So they have, you know, we've got feet joints, we've got elbow joints going on in here, we've got some wrist joints, again, the shoulders, so they're a little bit more articulated. Now they also do have that same articulation in the waist as well. Love the Warrior. I'm like, oh my gosh. I remember reading that comic too. It was like, and I did have it somewhere. I think I ran into it the other day. I just don't remember where it is in the house, but I would have definitely shown that. Now, the really cool thing is that you can recreate or actually come up with some new wrestling action, but to have Andre the Giant, we'll put him in the middle here. You'll definitely see how Andre just towers, as he should. I think Andre should probably be, let's move the, there we go, this is much better. Moving the monitor over here. Now Andre should be a little bit bigger than the other guys because he was huge. I don't know, was it 7 foot tall? And I'm not really sure if the Road Warriors were like 6 feet. So again, you know, having that that height difference. But I mean, you can have a match with Andre the Giant versus the Road Warriors if you want. You can bring out Randy Savage. You could probably bring out Hulk Hogan. You can get them all together, and it's just like, they look really cool. As you can tell, Andre definitely towers over these figures over here. He's supposed to, because he was bigger. Now, Andre was muscular, but he wasn't that muscular. You know, I mean, they didn't do a body accurate, I had to think of the words here, for Andre, but I'm okay with it, because, you know, it looks like Andre the Giant, and it looks cosmically epic. And especially now that I got the Road Warriors in here, this is really cool. I mean, talk about matches that never happened, could happen when you have your wrestling figures. We got the Fiend over here, and again, he's got the face paint on there. Yeah, they all go together, as you can tell. I'm like, this is really, really cool. So if you are a wrestling fan, whether you like the WWE, WWF, WCW, AWA, I can't remember, is it NWA, TNA, all the different wrestling associations out there, they definitely all go together really, really well, in my humble opinion. Like I said, if you wanted to have the match and you bring the Warrior in, the Ultimate Warrior, or you can have Sting, sure, it works. You know, I should have gotten my Ric Flair figure. That would have been really cool. But, you know, it's like, it's what it is. I can only bring so many out here. And if I have tons of wrestling figures, people are like wrestling overload with their eyes. But yes, again, if you are looking for these figures, I wound up finding up on eBay. Again, the series is called Bell to Bell. Even if you just do a Google search, I think, was it WrestlingFigures.com had them as well. So again, if you are looking for the Road Warriors and having them in your collection, Legion of Doom, however you want to call it, again, the company is called RSC Toys. These look really cool. They do make other figures. Not sure if I'm going to go and collect the other ones, but definitely has that Remco wrestling feel to them, and they're modern or modern-esque with a modern sculpting. Hawk and Animal. Animal's over here. Hawk's over here. We've got the Ultimate Warrior. We've got the Fiend. We got Andre the Giant. We've got Papa Shango. We've got Sting. Over here, we got that Knucklehead over here. There's our Dark Cosmic Kitty over here, Seashell. And there's Pumpkin, better known as Pumpkin Spice, part of the Dark Cosmic Universe as well. Anyway, that's it. That is the end of the video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos. Please let me know what wrestling figures you have, which wrestling characters you have, who's your favorite wrestler, what was your favorite wrestling match? I mean, there's got to be something like that. Or your wrestling video games. Come on, if you're into the wrestling, you definitely have to have some wrestling video games in there. If you are new to the channel and you have subscribed, you are definitely part of the Dark Cosmic family here. Who are my Dark Cosmic family members here in the Dark Cosmic Universe? Well, my friends, they are my Cosmic Cosmonauts. They are my Cosmic Comrades. my insane toy collectors, my dark cosmic Pokemon collectors, and my dark cosmic collectors as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, let me know what's in your collection. Do you have any of these figures? Were you looking for the Road Warriors in this particular scale? Let me know in the comments. What do I say? Say it loud and proud, my friends. From one side of the galaxy to the other and somewhere in between, there is the dark cosmic universe. Stay cosmically insane, my friends. Keep collecting all those action figures. Keep collecting all those wrestling figures. Come back here to the YouTubesphere, better known as YouTube. If you're checking out the channel and you want to know what the name is, Avian Savage, we are getting closer to that 3,000 viewed hours. When we do, yours truly will be getting there with the other big boys here on the YouTubesphere. We're already playing with the big boys, but our goal is to match wits one-on-one with each of the big boys here in the YouTubesphere, making the dark cosmic family grow and making things definitely cosmically insane here for all you incredible collectors out there. Stay cosmically insane, my friends. Keep collecting all those action figures. Come back here to the YouTubesphere, and we will definitely see you for another video very soon.